The offense of child baptism and its fortune. Since the early church, newborn children have been baptized. Not that this practice would have been explicitly commanded by the Scripture, but even Lydia, the first Christian woman on European soil, asked for being baptized with her entire household. Quite naturally, we can assume amongst those also some children. And isn't it a friendly custom to welcome your arrival in the name of God? Yet, for many, child baptism is a bad habit. What does an infant know about Christianity? How can a speechless child believe or even confess? How much does a child to be baptized notice of his baptism? These and more questions are often asked. The sequence would have to be changed. First, someone finds his conviction and faith, and then he is being accepted into the community of believers through baptism. Why did Luther stick to child baptism despite all these reasonable arguments? Yes, he even confirmed this practice with all possible means. For him, nowhere else the secret of faith becomes so clearly visible as in child baptism. All needs to be done by God so that man can receive everything, just as an infant. Baptism lays the foundation for the house of life. This is because in it God confirms his absolute faithfulness. Come what will I, God, am standing at your side. You may do whatever you want. My yes will never move away from you. Everything can be taken from you, but never my love. Such a foundation belongs in the beginning of a life. Therefore, child baptism. Because who could persist in this life without acknowledgement, without affirmation, without cherishing, and without loving care? And this not just from man, but from God himself. Yet, this treasure of baptism is of little use without an access to it. That is, without faith. It is like someone who got a large fortune transferred on his bank account at his birth. If later he never goes to the bank, never withdraws any money, then he will live a miserable life despite all his fortune. It is the same with baptism. Recent acceptance of truth of baptism and faith will not benefit in his later life through his treasure of divine help and divine love. Therefore, daily one has to literally crawl into the truth of his baptism, as Luther put it.